You've heard it said, cut out the middleman and deal directly with the manufacturer or supplier or whatever the case may be. I say, deal directly with the middleman and leverage his or her efforts. I'll explain that next on this week's DeWeese Directive. Hello and welcome to this week's DeWeese Directive. I am Bill DeWeese from VoiceOverRevolution.com and author of the book, How to Start and Build a Six-Figure Voiceover Business, which you can find on Amazon.com. And I wanted to say, I mentioned this, I think, at the end of last week's video, but I wanted to make sure I mentioned this up front, just in case you don't watch the entire thing, which I hope you do. But I want to thank you for watching and subscribing to this channel. I now officially have over 10,000 subscribers to this channel, making it by far YouTube's most watched and subscribed to voiceover-related channel. So thanks for watching, and I know you take copious notes because I get emails every day to that effect. And thank you for liking the videos, subscribing, and sharing with your friends. I really greatly do appreciate it. And I did want to mention also quickly, I've had a lot of people ask about, am I ever going to do a workshop or a webinar based on voiceover back office? How do you run the office? How do you get the best workflow? How do you operate most efficiently, effectively, and profitably, and how do you use an assistant, especially a full-time assistant? Well, actually, that webinar is in its design stage right now, featuring my assistant and daughter, Mallory, and we'll be doing that very soon. More information coming soon. So as I said at the top of this broadcast, or the top of this video, most people will tell you, hey, cut out the middleman and deal directly with a company, the manufacturer, the supplier, whatever the case may be. But in voiceovers, I want to urge you to deal with the middleman and leverage their efforts. And what I mean is this. In your marketing activities, I have found that it's best to not deal, in most cases, directly with the end company. For instance, let's just throw an example out there. Let's say, okay, you want to do work for Home Depot. It'd be extremely difficult to work for Home Depot by going directly to Home Depot because most companies of that magnitude, most of the major brands outsource, whether it be their broadcast, recording TV, radio commercials, or even their internal type work, corporate presentational work, training and e-learning type work. Almost always with a company of that size, that is delegated out someplace else. So, I always recommend to the talent that I coach, stay away from them. Avoid dealing directly with TV stations and radio stations. Not to say you can't get work that way, but it's not the best use of your time. But there are plenty of middle men and women out there. There are production houses, audio production, video production houses, media marketing companies who actually do the marketing for you. Their job is to go out and get those clients. So if you can get in the good graces and on the talent roster of one of these companies, you are not dealing just with one company, but you then have access to a multitude of companies. That production house can bring you a consistent stream of work from different companies. So I have found through my 10 years of being a full-time voice talent and with coaching hundreds of other voice talent, that you can really get a lot more done by leveraging the efforts of the middle man or woman, as it were, those production houses, those media companies, those marketing companies that actually go out there and find the end clients. And of course, you need to have a broad variety of skills. You need to be able to do commercial work as well as corporate, institutional, and training narration type of work. But also when it comes to pay-to-play sites like Voices.com and Voice123, when you're favorited by one of those clients, which are typically the middleman that I'm referring to, that it's the same thing. You're essentially on their roster when you're favorited. So you have the opportunity for a lot of work without having to really beat the bushes and going to the end client. Again, I'm all about saving time. I'm all about leveraging everything that I do to its fullest advantage. And working with the middleman is one of the greatest ways to leverage your time and to make more money as a voice talent. Hope you found this video helpful. Like it, give it a thumbs up if you do, subscribe if you haven't yet, share with your friends, and I look forward to talking to you again very soon.